Then we have M. M. M is just made with the lips together and you kind of turn your voice on. It's also kind of a nasal sound, so you're opening up that back part of your mouth to the nasal cavity. You don't really do this consciously, it just happens. But it should sound like this. Mm, mm, mm. So M is at the beginning of monkey, man, make, and more. So those are the M sounds. Okay, let's go to the next page and we have N. So N is also kind of a nasal sound like M, only your tongue is up behind your teeth. Remember, that's a commonplace for a lot of these consonants is tongue up behind the front teeth. And you just hold it there this time and turn on your voice. It's also voiced. Mm, mm. Also a nasally sound. So you know if you're making a nasal sound because if you touch your nose, you should feel it vibrate. Mm, mm. For instance, an S sound is not a nasal sound. So if I go S, I'm not going to feel anything on my nose. But if I go or ing, all those, you're going to feel it vibrate. So anyway, N. N is at the beginning of newt, no, name, and not. Then we have the P sound. Now, P is one of those sounds that has a cognate, and that was B. We talked about B already. P is just the unvoiced version, and your lips are going to come together and be forced apart by the air in a strong way, so it's P, P, P. That's for P. And P is at the beginning of words like pig, got the little animal there, put, paper, and post. Then we have Q. Now Q is considered a consonant when you're talking about English letters. However, Q, even though it's a letter by itself, it really doesn't have its own sound. It's just a combination of two other sounds, which are K and W. And usually Q is spelled with a U after it to make that sound. So you make the kind of the K sound and then the W sound, which we haven't talked about yet, but the W is when your lips come together, wah, 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 and open quickly. So Q, W together would make a qua, qua, qua sound, and words that begin with Q, Q-U, are quail, quick, and quite. And so that's how that sound is spelled in English, and that's how it's pronounced. It's like a KW, qua, qua, qua. Like quack, quack is what we say a duck says. And then let's go over to R. Now, we talked about a lot of vocalic R sounds in that last video I did on American vowels a while ago. But initial R is different. Initial R is just R at the beginning of a word or in front of a vowel to where it makes it sound like this. R, 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 in front of whatever vowel comes next. It could be ra, ro, re, re, ri. But your tongue is going back and up and it's kind of tight. Rabbit, rabbit. Not wabbit with the lips together, but tongue back, mouth normal. Rabbit, rabbit. Tongue goes back and up. Rabbit. So, R's at the beginning of words like rabbit, ran, rain, rope,